What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video today. Today, we are starting in a My Universe mode. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this so far. Series is going to be completely randomized. And what I mean by that is we've got two major shows, Raw and SmackDown. And we've got main event middle of the week, but this is basically free agency. So every superstar that we're not using or the chosen superstars are in main event. So you might be asking, how is this going to work? So pretty much, we are going to be getting the rosters for Raw and SmackDown established today. Each show can have 10 to 15 male superstars, 10 female superstars, and 5 tag teams. That's how we're breaking that down for right now. And of course, we'll go into more details along with that as we go. Now, as far as keeping track of everything, I do got a notebook here just in case I need to. But for the most part, we're going to try to make this as fluent and as easy as possible. I've been wanting to do a series like this for a while, and I was thinking about doing my GM, but the options are so limited, so that basically I'm going to see how well I can book shows. Now, I've pretty much cleared my entire roster out of created wrestlers. I've still got a few hanging around. I've got, like, my guy, the guy I use, and then I've got some of my friends' peoples on here as well. But for the most part, it's all vanilla superstars, and as far as that goes, custom superstars won't be used unless it's like Bronson Reed or something. Alright, Raw has the first pick. We decided to go that way. And you're wondering why some of these people are saying Raw, some of them say SmackDown. That's because I need to have 10 people on the roster. So, there we go. Alright, first overall pick for Monday Night Raw is going to be the one and only Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. So, Roman Reigns is being added to Monday Night Raw. I hit the wrong button. Alright, here we go. He is going off free agency, so he will not be on main event anymore, but he is now Monday Night Raw's guy. I did not mean to put the roster for play, but anyway. SmackDown's first pick, they decided they want to also have a major superstar, so they decided to go with the one, the only Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is going from free agency to SmackDown. So we're seeing so far maybe a duplication of the draft so far, except for Cody going to SmackDown instead of Raw and Roman going to Raw instead of SmackDown. So we've got that. Now, what's interesting to note is the rest of the Bloodline was not drafted along with Roman Reigns. So that is something to keep in mind. Raw's pick is up next, and they decided that they are going to take a female superstar. Let me find it for them. They decided they want to take... I gotta keep going down a little bit. Rhea Ripley is who they decided to take. I don't know why I stopped in whatever letter that was. I meant to go to R's. Alright, they decided to take Rhea Ripley. So Raw is definitely... Why is it so hard? Finally. Holy moly, what in the world was that? Alright, we got Rhea Ripley on Raw. SmackDown decided they are going to wait to draft their first female superstar, and they're going to go straight after another star in Seth Rollins. I'm going the wrong direction. I think I forgot my alphabet. I keep hitting A. I have to hit Y. Anyway, Seth Rollins is going from free agency to SmackDown. So Seth Rollins is now on the blue brand. I wonder what they're going to do there. Are they going to put him and Roman in a rivalry, or what's going on there? Raw has decided they are taking their first tag team, which is going to be the New Day. Now, I'm going to include Big E in this as a manager, mostly because I don't know if we're going to use him as a competitor yet. Maybe I'll ask you guys. Let me know down in the comments below. So we're going to go ahead, get Xavier Woods off of free agency. Oh, come on. Don't do this stuff to me again. There we go. Holy moly. All right. Xavier Woods is going to Raw, and so is Kofi Kingston. And then I'll have Big E added as a manager whenever we do our first show. All right. You're going from there to there. All right. There we go. We have gotten our picks done for Raw. All right. SmackDown decided they are going to take their first female superstar, and that is going to be Becky Lynch. They decided that they might as well take the man while she is still available to get. So, yeah, SmackDown, they're saying, hey, we don't need a tag team yet. We got to get these superstars. Or megastars, or whatever you want to call it. And megastar is a great rollover because LA Knight is on Monday Night Raw. So he is going from free agency to the he's going from free agency to Monday nights. Now, one thing I will say, some of this stuff is generic now, but trust me, we will be putting our own spin and everything on this. And I may even have some guests, on the channel that will help with all this. And another important thing to say is, most likely, my face cam won't be on the shows that we're wrestling and stuff. I mean, it might be on there, but when we're in a wrestling match, I might take my face cam away. Let me know what you guys want to see down below. All right. I lost track of where we are. Dang. Who was our last pick? LA Knight for Raw. Okay. SmackDown has decided to choose their first tag team in, Julius Creed. Very high in the draft. They're taking the Creed brothers. And Ivy Nile is obviously going along with them to Friday nights. So we've got, I keep hitting that by accident. I don't know. We got Julius and Ivy's up here in the eyes, so let's get her on SmackDown as well. All right, here we go. See, this is the this is the tedious part of Universe mode. I wish we could do like a GM draft in Universe. I think they really ought to add that, but maybe they will, maybe they won't. We got Brutus Creed as well. There we go. You are now no longer on free agency, my good friend, or my tag team wrestler. I don't know. There we go. Brutus Creed is now on SmackDown. All right. Raw has decided they are also taking a young guy, but their name is I am Carmelo. I am him. All right. We got Carmelo Hayes. I know I messed up that catchphrase. Don't mind me, guys. All right, we got Carmelo Hayes on Monday nights. Notice they did not take Trick Williams, so maybe Trick goes to SmackDown. Maybe he stays a free agent. All right. SmackDown has decided it is time to take another female superstar. I went past the letter. They decided they are going to take Charlotte Flair. So they've got combustible elements with Becky Lynch being on their roster as well. So that's very interesting to see what's going to transpire there. You never know. Maybe they become friends again. Who knows? All right. Raw's going to pick. Okay. They are picking the rest of Judgment Day. So they decided they want every member of Judgment Day. Okay. So Monday Night Raw is staying the home of Judgment Day. I mean, I guess you can't be mad at that. But they kind of run the show. Why is it not showing the purple attire I have for Dominic? I don't know. Anyway, Damian Priest is also on the Judgment Day. Here's an interesting question that I'm going to have to ask the GM. Is Drew McIntyre getting drafted as well? So I'm going to say yes for now. So we also got to add Drew McIntyre into this. There he is, down here. Drew McIntyre is getting added into this as well because technically he is now part of Judgment Day, or at least it seems that way. So we're going to go ahead. Drew McIntyre is added. JD McDonough is someone we have to add. And then Finn Balor, and then that's everyone, right? I don't know. It seems like their group gets bigger and bigger every time I watch Raw. So I'm not sure. But yeah, I think Finn Balor is the last one we got to add, and then I think that's all of Judgment Day. I think. At least I'm going to say that's the case. And if I forgot someone, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll add them if they weren't drafted. All right, they got Judgment Day. They're happy with that. All right, it's time to do a recap of who we have so far on the shows. All right, we got 21 participants here. AJ Styles is not here. Kira is not here. Alba Fire is not here. These people were not drafted. So we're just going to go ahead and undo these. These were the 10 superstars that were added, okay? So very first thing I want to check is, did it save it? Okay, yeah, we got Carmelo Hayes here. All right, so we got Carmelo. We've got Damian Priest. Okay, we got Dominic. We got Drew. Okay, so yeah, it is saving. As far as tag teams and stuff go, it doesn't look like we have any on here except for the Street Profits. We got New Day, okay? Not the Street Profits, New Day. We got New Day. We got Ripley. We've also, I guess Judgment Day counts as a tag team because Finn and Damian are technically the champs in real life. That's probably not going to be the case here, but you guys will find out more about that next episode. Okay, so yeah, they saved everyone. Okay, we've got 11 participants so far on the Raw roster. And then on the SmackDown roster, we have only 17 participants. AJ Styles was not drafted there. Becky Lynch was. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sort these rosters out, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. We've gotten the rosters straightened out. Raw has decided to, Raw, whenever they did this, they forgot Judgment Day had so many people. So they're counting Judgment Day as a tag team and solo superstars. So they're only counting Judgment Day tag team as Finn and Damian, but because they said Judgment Day, they still get to keep everyone. I know, very confusing, but that's how that's going to work. Anyway, SmackDown has their next pick in place, and this one is a doozy, okay? Because they're taking Damage Control, and they're taking the original Damage Control. So they want Dakota Kai. Did I miss it? Nope, right here it is. So they want Dakota Kai, Bayley, and Io. They don't want Asuka and Kairi Sane. They want the normal, the original Damage Control is what they want. So we are going to make that happen for them. There you go, SmackDown. We got to add Io Sky yet, and then you've got your self-damage control. And that counts as one of their tag teams. The tag team division kind of all goes together, especially if they're drafting a group. Oh, Io Sky's already on SmackDown. Cool. That makes my job a little easier. All right. There we go. So damage control has now been added. I better... make sure I keep track of everything because I don't want to go through all that again. Monday Night Raw has decided that they need to pick another female superstar. So they have decided they're going to take someone that from the NXT roster or used to be on NXT, and they have decided that they want to take Roxanne Perez. Very good pick, young superstar. They want to see just what Roxanne Perez is made of, so they got her. All right. Better than nothing. Okay. SmackDown has decided they are going to be drafting someone from the Bloodline, and that person is Solo Sikoa. So Solo is not going to be with Roman Reigns anymore. Solo is going to be branching out on his own. He's going to be going solo. Sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it. He is now solo on the SmackDown roster. So you love to see it. Hopefully he could do something. Raw has decided that they are going to take main event Jey Uso. So Jimmy has not been drafted yet, but everyone else in his family has. You gotta think that makes him feel a little weird that he has not been drafted. I'm gonna choose this Jey. They're all the same overall, I believe. Anyway, we have now got Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw. I hit save. Why didn't it save? Okay, there we go. SmackDown has decided they are taking another tag team in Humberto Carrillo and his cousin, Angel Garza, or Angel. They might have just changed it to Angel. I'm not sure. But I think it's still Angel Garza. I could be wrong. But anyway, I know who they want. And they now have... Okay, yeah, it's just Angel now. Which I guess isn't terrible. I mean, it shortens his name, but you keep the most important part, right? Alright, so they got Humberto and Angel. You love to see it. SmackDown has definitely been building their tag division. Okay? Raw has decided it's time to take another tag team. Now, you guys got to remember, Raw only has 2 tag teams, Judgment Day and New Day. SmackDown has 3, Damage Control, the Creed Brothers, and Humberto plus Angel. So, you got to think that they're going to want to make a big splash here, and that's exactly what they're doing because they want the Street Profits. So, they want to take Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. You gotta love the pick here by Raw. They're getting a great tag team. One of the tag teams to hold all 3 tag titles. Unfortunately, in this universe, the NXT tag titles have been retired. At least for now. We might add it back in at some point. But for now, they are retired. So you got to think they're a little upset about that. But you know what? It's fine. I think they'll get over it just fine. All right. SmackDown has decided that they need to draft someone big, someone strong. I'm going the wrong direction yet again. And so they are taking Omos. They decided they want a big bruiser on their roster or a big man that can just destroy everyone. And you know what? Omos is exactly that. So they got what they wanted there. It would be interesting to see Omos and Solo fight in a match. I think that would be a really cool match to get. Now, the Raw roster has decided they are splitting up a tag team. Yes, you heard me right. They are splitting up a tag team in Alpha Academy. They don't want Otis, but they do want Chad Gable. So Chad Gable is going to be going on his own. I think that's a positive thing for his career at this point. He's taking Gunther to the limit on several occasions. So, you know what? I love to see it. SmackDown has decided that, hey, you don't want Otis? We do. So, there's no chance of Raw coming back and taking Otis because SmackDown said, hey, you want Gable? You can have him, but we want Otis. So, Otis is now on SmackDown, which is absolutely amazing. All right. So far, the women's division on Raw has not been really touched. They've got Rhea and they've got Roxanne Perez. Unless I missed someone that they drafted, because I went through and I made sure I was keeping track of who they drafted and stuff. So unless I forgot to write someone down, that's all I have written down. But they decided that they want to take Raquel Rodriguez. And you know what? You can't hate it. Roxelle probably should have been the women's champion on 2 different occasions, or I think it was 2 different occasions. So you know what? They got themselves probably a future women's champ. All right. SmackDown has decided to draft yet another tag team. This tag team is from NXT as well. At least that's what they're saying. I don't know how true that is because I don't know if Stax is in the game. But they want Tony D'Angelo. So I don't know if Stacks is in the game or not. If he's not, maybe there's a call online for him. But they want Tone. I just put him on the wrong roster. He's supposed to be on SmackDown. SmackDown wants the D'Angelo family. But I don't know if Stacks is in the game. So let's check that real quick. Yeah, so far nothing. Yeah, Stacks is not in the game. So for right now, I'm going to have the D'Angelo family down for them. But if we can't find Stacks, I'll create him myself. All right. Raw is decided they are going to continue with the female superstar draft picks because there is a big name that has not been drafted yet. And you got to feel that this person is a little disappointed that they haven't been drafted. And that is Bianca Belair. So Bianca is back on the red brand here. So that's cool. I almost went on without adding her to the Raw roster because I've been doing that a lot. I draft someone and then don't add them. I don't know why. All right. SmackDown has decided they are going to be taking their last tag team here. And I got to tell you, this tag team probably is going to win at least one tag team title in their run. In my opinion, at least I think they are going to. I could be wrong. They decided that they want to draft Braun Strowman and Ricochet. So you got to think that they're probably going to win a title. So they got Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Very cool tag team. Hopefully they're able to win some championships and stuff. Now, I know what some of you guys are saying. They're not a tag team. In my eyes, they still are because they were never broken up. Braun's been out with injuries, so I put him on the wrong roster. So in this universe, they are keeping Braun and Ricochet together, so I can't really say anything about that. You know, it is what it is. All right. So that is the tag team divisions for SmackDown. They have the Creed brothers, Damage Control, Humberto, plus Angel, D'Angelo family, and Braun and Ricochet. So, like I said, I'll get Stacks in the game at some point before next episode. But Raw has decided they are taking another chance on an NXT star. And I think you all probably know this person. In Indy Hartwell. I mean, I guess I can't say that anymore. She did have her debut on Raw, but still NXT superstar considering she's had like one Raw match. All right. SmackDown has decided they are going to be taking another big bruiser in Gunther. And they don't want the rest of Imperium. They say they just want Gunther. So Gunther is now on SmackDown. I almost went on again without adding them to the roster. I am real bad about that. So SmackDown has got Gunther. You love to see it. Raw, since they know that the rest of Imperium is still available in Giovanni Vinci, in Ludwig Kaiser, they have said they want the rest of Imperium. Now, you got to think they're going to be changing their name from Imperium, but you never know. So we've got Giovanni Vinci, and now we need to get Ludwig Kaiser here. All right, there we go. All right, they are now on Raw. So we got Ludwig plus Giovanni. So let me go ahead and make note of that for Raw here. All right, SmackDown is going back to their women's division, and they've decided that they are going to take probably many people consider a legend, but they are available in this draft in Lita. So Lita is now going to be on SmackDown. So we got a big time Hall of Famer on there. We've got a Hall of Fame level talent, or another Hall of Fame level talent, because they've got some big time talent in their women's division. So far, they got the original Damage Control, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and now Lita. So yeah, they're definitely growing their women's division big time. The next person Raw has decided to draft, we actually just passed their name, is Logan Paul. So Logan Paul is coming to Monday nights. You gotta love it. So yeah, I guess Logan Paul is now part of the Raw roster. Okay. I mean, hey, I'm not going to say anything about that. SmackDown has decided they are going to be taking, Nathan Frazier here. So it'll be interesting. He was trained by Seth Rollins, if I'm remembering correctly. So maybe Seth Rollins is going to take him under his wing. Maybe they become a tag team or something. Who knows? I guess that's up to the general manager, right? Okay, we got Nathan Frazier here on SmackDown. Monday Night Raw has decided they're going back to their women's division, and they are going to be drafting Asuka. Why am I looking in the case for Asuka? Could someone please help me with my alphabet? Did I pass Asuka already? No, I did not. Okay, so Asuka is going to be on Monday nights yet again. So no chance of her joining SmackDown and being part of Damage Control again. She is now on Raw. So you gotta love that for the Raw's division, because they have great talent, but they don't have a lot of big names yet. There are people could develop in the big names. You never really know. SmackDown has decided they are drafting a legend killer in Randy Orton. So Randy Orton is now on SmackDown. You gotta imagine he's got some friends. He's got some friends there in Cody Rhodes. So you gotta think I put him on the wrong roster. I meant to put him on SmackDown. Darn. All right, there we go. Randy is now on SmackDown. There we go. If you guys wonder what I'm doing, I'm marking. There's the list here, and I'm checking them. All right, we got Randy. Okay, Monday Night Raw has decided they are drafting the one and the only superstar in this game with this name is Sheamus. They decided they want Sheamus on the Raw roster. They don't want the rest of his little group, which is disappointing because I think that would have been a pretty strong round out to their tag team division. But they say they just want Sheamus, so Sheamus is all they are going to get. So there we go. They have now gotten Sheamus on the Raw roster. SmackDown, though, says, hey, we cannot draft any more tag teams, but we can draft people that are in tag teams, and hopefully by just getting, be able to get both of them. But they've decided that they are going to take someone that Raw just passed up on in Ridge Holland. There's good old Ridge. There we go. You're off a main event, and now you're on SmackDown. So Ridge is on SmackDown. You got to think Sheamus is sad to see that because there was a chance Raw could have still drafted him. But hey, not in this world. So that's unfortunate. Now you got to think, is Raw going to take Butch or what's going on there? But that's not who they have down. They have Sami Zayn down as the pick they want. And I'm honestly surprised Sami Zayn was not picked sooner. So this is a big pickup for the Raw roster. They've got Sami Zayn, someone who's over with the crowd big time. And you got to think that Raw loves the fact of that. All right. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking, that this draft has been going wrong. You are right, because the rest of these picks are going to be surprises right after this one. SmackDown's last pick is going to be Kevin Owens. So, Kevin Owens is now on SmackDown. So, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are not on the same roster yet again. And it looks like he's already on SmackDown. He must have been one of the filler guys that I put on. All right. Anyway, Kevin Owens is the last pick for SmackDown here. And this is the last pick that you guys are going to see. The rest of the picks are going to be done off screen, and they are going to be surprises. Now, a lot of the GMs did not choose legends. Legends were available to be chosen. I think the only legend that was picked, like actual legend that don't wrestle as full time anymore, is Lita. So SmackDown did that. So the rest of the picks are surprises. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Next episode, we are going to be doing Raw and SmackDown first shows. The GMs are going to be introduced. I haven't decided exactly how big of a role they're going to play on the series. Comment down below ideas you have for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.